So we do us, me and Kid Lance going back and forth, back and forth. Then I think Cap went on after us, or then L, one of the two. So Cap, being Cap, he would go at you.
Yeah.
Here's this young dude from Hollis, over here in Cambridge Heights.
Yeah. Well, from Farmers. From
Farmers.
From St. Albans.
From St. Albans. Who was he?
Yeah. Cap went at him.
He went at him.
Yeah.
So LB, who L is, let's do it.
Yeah.
It's a battle.
Yeah.
And it became one of the biggest battles in Queens history. Okay?
And Mel got that tape because I heard Mel put it on. LL versus Cap. LL have to be no more than 15 years old.
At least 15.
Classic, y'all.
That's right.
I mean, the Queen's moment.
That's right.
And do you remember what LL did?
LL pulled his pants down. He mooncapped. Because I don't know if he lost. I think he lost the battle. He lost the battle.
I thought LL won.
Cap.
I thought LL. It was a lot of controversy.
Right. Cap.
I thought LL won. Yeah. Cap was nice.
L won. But by him not being from this side of Queens, the crowd was going to go with
Cap.
Cap. Okay.
That's
so L took it. Yeah. He took it personal.
Yeah.
He mooned him.
That was like the funniest.
I didn't believe it either.
That was hilarious. I was there. I remember it was. Matter of fact, I was the one because if you remember, it started during the daytime.
Right. That's right. Because it was a block party.
It was a block party.
Back to the block parties again. You come to the block party. The block will be full with people. And you got a system out there. Maybe 2 or 3 DJs, maybe.
So, this particular block party, LL, and this is right when LL was starting to get a little following. Amongst us.
That's right.
And LL was spitting, and Cap kind of, like you say, took offense to, why y'all jocking this dude?
Right.
And I remember LL had a fake Kango.
That's right.
With fake gazelles.
Right.
And this was during the day. And after LL got on the mic, Cap got on the mic and he rocked and he ended it off with your fake Kango and your fake gazelles.
Right.
The crowd went crazy.
Right.
And they was getting ready to go at it then.
Right.
And Mel told LL, no, because it was still daytime.
Right.
Relax. That many people
out to see this. Right.
Wait till the nighttime.
Right.
And LL disappeared. Now that party was a legendary block party.
That's right.
Because I think that was the same block party. I think Odio had a battle.
Odio battle. I want to say
beatbox battle.
I think it was. I want to say Biz. I think so. I can't remember. But he battled somebody.
Battled somebody.
Right.
It was just a lot going. It was a popping battle. It was just that was like a hip hop day.
Right.
That block party was crazy.
Right. Odio, beatbox legend.
Beatbox legend. Queens legend, Odio. And so it gets nighttime, and LL tells me, Mel, DJ Jesse James, he tells me, go get L. So I go get L. L is sitting in Mel's van, that brown van.
That's right.
I get the van.
Dodge van.
Yeah, I open up the van, and LL is right. He got just the beat rocking on some little radio. I think he got It's Yours instrumental.
Okay.
And he rocking out. And I told LL, Mel said, come on. And he asked me, he said, it's a lot of people. I said, it's packed. And LL got up and went, and that's when they had that second round of the battle. Right. So I think Cap won the first round, and I think LL won the second round.
Right.
And so it was kind of even.
Right.
I think. But that day was class. That was the day I started wanting to be an MC.
Okay.
That was like, it was so
inspirational.
I went home like beatbox battle, MC battle. Right. The Twins was rocking.
That's right.
And I think at Lover, and for y'all to know, at Lover, he used to do like
he was a band. Ed used to be in a band. He used to play.
He used to make the songs like he'd take a song and flip it.
Right. But this is before. L used to be in a band. Okay, so from the band, he left and left that and used to be he would do a song. He would say somebody had a hot song out. He would do like a satire and flip it.
Flip it, like yeah, okay. Because I remember he used to have like what was the big one he had? Your Hole from I Got So.
Right.
And he'd make it funny and
right.
It'd be X-rated.
It's like comedian.
Yeah. So that was L-Love, and that was L-Love at the jams, at the parks. He was kind of down. Was he down with y'all?
Ed was from Kofax.
Okay.
From Murdoch. Okay, that was their crew.
Okay.
Okay. But we all knew each other because they all went to school. You know what? My brother went to school to Jackson with all of them.
Okay.
You know, my brother, we went to Richmond Hill because we went to a special program for kids that have legally vision problems.
Okay.
So my brother, we went to Richmond Hill. A lot of schools had programs for kids that were either legally blind or visually impaired. So we didn't go to like Jackson or Bayside or whatever.
Okay.
We went to Richmond Hill.
Okay.
Another high school in Queens.
Yeah, no doubt. So Ed Lover was down with Sha T.
Right, Sha T.
Sha T used to sing.
Still singing MC. And MC.
Exactly. Now they went on to be the group
No Face.
No Face.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Well, did y'all ever? How did y'all never get a part of like? I was surprised. Dudes like Ed Lover, knowing the Twins,
right?
Once they got into certain situations, wouldn't put y'all on as far as they started getting clout. Did he ever try to extend his hand to y'all?
Yeah, Ed always came to us. But see, back then when they were in the group, they were doing some kind of like funk, like type of music.
Okay.
You know, because they were into that type of thing. It had nothing. The two wouldn't mix. Rap and funk, it just wouldn't happen.
Okay.
You know.
So did y'all ever? I know y'all did make a record.
Right.
Did y'all ever like? What was that situation? What kind of situation was
so
that?
now another Queens guy, Franklin Grant, is a producer engineer. He comes to us. He says, "Listen, Twins."
Now this is what year? This is
1985. I want to say 1985.
This is after LL.
Right.
Okay.
So he says to us, "Let's go into the studio and make a record. Make a record. Let's go do it. No problem." So here we going down to Brooklyn, on Nostrand Avenue, into the studio. Charlie Rawson's recording studio.
Okay.
Never forget it. We're down there at night, and we made these 2 or 3 songs. What he was trying to do was, Frank was a calypso engineer producer.
Okay.
So he was trying to fuse calypso with rap. Way before his time.
Okay.
It was even way before reggae. Yeah. Reggae wasn't even big here, right, in America. So he was trying to do a calypso rap thing. It wouldn't work. It didn't work. And by us being young, we didn't know. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
We signed a label, Turngo Records. Thank for that. Thank for that. But we didn't know.
Okay.
You know, and he tried. You know, he tried, and it failed.
Okay.
So we didn't have anybody behind us to say, look, okay, y'all made it went the wrong way. Let's go do it this way. Because we wanted to do it the way we wanted to do it. But by him being a producer, we relied on him to, you know, send us in the right direction. Okay. You know, he tried. You know.
So did the record ever come out?
The record came out.
What's the name of the record? It's probably classic, right?
Yes, definitely. You can go on YouTube and find it. We're Not Going For It. And I think it's Get Busy, Get With It. The other song.
Albino Twins. Yo, YouTube that joint.
Check it out.
What's it called? We're Not Going
For It and Get Busy, Get With It. Something like that. Yeah.
Yo, Clyde, if you could get that on vinyl, I guarantee you that's probably gonna be worth about $100, $200 right now. You ever
At least.
The prices of the vinyls right now that we used to think was nothing, they collector's items.
Wow.
Now. And that's rare. The more rare the record, the more it's worth.
Wow.
You know what I'm
that's
saying?
Crazy.
So it's like good to just be here kicking it with my man Charlie Chan.
Same here.
I mean, what's going on? Like y'all still rock. People don't realize y'all still rock parties and y'all still rock
Still
jams,
rock parties, still rock jams. We have no problem. Just
my cousin had a wedding. George had a wedding, and the Twins hosted it, and it's like y'all took it back to like the jam. I felt like I was in Ajax Park.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
We still, and nothing changed. It's just the time change.
Yeah.
We still, thank God, able to spit. As they say now, spit.
Yeah.
We're still able to do it.
So let me tell you, what do you think now of the game now? What do you think of hip hop now?
Oh man, it's changed. It's so much. It's changed so much. They're not, a lot of the artists now. They're not. I don't see no stage presence. I see studio artists.
So you think that's because nobody's like you said, in the basement honing their craft and practicing those routines.
I don't know how they're doing. I think they're doing it off the top of their head and they're taking and they're writing on their phone. I don't know how they're doing it.
Yeah.
We had to do it the hard way, straight to paper, from pen to paper, and then.
And you started, and y'all didn't just go from the basement to a 10,000 people arena. You had to start off at the backyard.
Then
from
the alley.
Backyard to the alley. Then from the alley
to the block party.
To the block party.
To the house party.
You know what I mean? So
from the house party to the jam.
So by the time you got to a jam, you was groomed.
Right, you're right. You did your dirt. You did your dirty work. You performed in front of 20 people. You performed in front of 50 people. So, and it was a constant performance. Especially the weekends, summertimes.
Yeah. What was explain how it was like summertime in Queens in 1985?
Okay, we couldn't wait to get out of school. We couldn't wait till June 26th, whatever it was, to get out of school to find out where is the block party. That's what Queens was. Queens and Brooklyn, the Bronx, block parties. Okay, somebody's doing a block party. You got a block party, you got a DJ. These DJs will come with MCs.
Because that's the chance to perform. That's the chance to.
That was our way.
You pretty much during the week you practicing your new routines.
That's right.
You do, and then the weekend now the chance to.
Now we got a chance to show it.
So one of the most classic Albino Twin rhymes or routine. Just elaborate a little bit on just how Bumblebee Tuna.
Bumblebee Tuna. Don't.
If you Bumblebee Tuna should give y'all some endorsements.
Right.
Because at one point in Queens, at a block party, the whole block party would be screaming, "Bum bum
Bumblebee, Bumblebee Tuna, we smell Bumblebee Bum." Don't listen. That was my brother.
Yeah.
That was his idea, his concept. And if I tell you where it came from, be like, Twins, stop.
So you gotta kick it to it. How that come up?
He related Bumblebee Tuna to eating poontang. That's my brother.
Yeah.
Okay. Because he got a sense for smell. Okay. So we took that slogan from the commercial and put it into our routine, and it became a legendary.
That routine is known. I think every park gym in the world knows that. That's equivalent to just. I mean that bum.
Right. And if we didn't do it,
no, you had to do it. The Twins had to do it.
You could not leave a park or a jam or house party without doing Bumblebee Tuna.
That's crazy.
Couldn't do it.
That's like that Bumblebee would have went like triple platinum now.
Right.
If you compared it.
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
So we about to wrap it up, but you know what I'm saying? I'm glad my man Chan came through.
Glad to be here.
Get a lot of knowledge.
Yes, sir.
There's a lot of Queens hip hop history here. You know what I'm saying? Albino Twinz, Charlie Chan, Kid Lance.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Tell people like what's up, what you up to now?
Okay,
you know
now
what I'm
it's time to give back. Now it's time to show new artists.
Mm-hmm.
What it was like then, you know, and how we got from the park, from the backyard, from the basements to where you guys are now. Okay, you know.
So you trying to like work with artists,
right? Trying to work with artists, trying to give them, you know, ideas of, you know, stage presence, you know, how to carry themselves as an artist.
You share the knowledge with them as far as mistakes you might have made,
right.
And
things they can avoid. Okay, and it's really simple. It's not that difficult.
Yeah, no doubt. So you got what's the names of some of the groups you working with?
Okay, I've got one guy. His name is Obadiah on Fire. He's a blind MC. Okay.
Wow.
He got,
that's
you know,
crazy.
it's
Legally
crazy.
blind.
Legally blind. He has a cane and everything.
Okay.
Okay. Then we got another group. His name is Styles. We got another guy. His name is Fly Guy Rufio. He is from Tampa. He's out in California now. He got, you know, he has a nice little sound, you know.
Okay.
So we got 2 or 3 different artists that we're working with, and we're gonna do a show.
Okay.
And I want you to be part of the show. So you know.
No, you know you ain't even gotta act, bro.
And we're gonna put it together and make it happen.
Okay. So what are we looking to do this about?
We're looking maybe, if not before Christmas, the New Year.
Okay. So we need to look out for that. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, all you gotta do is call me.
I'll be
bring the whole crew down, and we're gonna rock out, and we're gonna show them.
We gotta show the young cats.
Still here. We still here. Like, what drives you to still be here? To still
the love for the music.
You know how they say, yo, why y'all old cats? Y'all still doing this?
No.
Explain to them why you still here.
It's the love of the music. The music, love of the music. You know, the love of the fans. You know, the people. The people see me and my brother all over the place. Today, yo, you were the Albino Twins. Yo, I remember you back in the park, back in the jams. You and your brother used to rock. Wow. And we'll be like, yeah, you know, humble.
Yeah.
You gotta be humble. You know what I'm saying? You know, and these are old cats. You know? Because they grew up with us.
They grew up on y'all music.
Right.
That's crazy. So did you ever run into like Run DMC? Have you ever run into them since they've been big?
Only person is L. And L love him.
So what's LL like when you run into him?
Good love, man. Yo, Twins, what's up? You know, he's a big dude. You know what I'm saying?
No doubt.
So they get L to, you know, show you some love. Be prepared to be, you know what I'm saying, for a big dude. You know what I mean? I'm
sure LL has he ever mentioned, because I'm sure y'all was a big influence to LL.
L did a book. In his book, he mentioned us.
Wow. See, that's love.
That's love.
That's love. Well, like we said, I'm here, Charlie Chan, Albino Twins. We here at Lounge TV.
Yes, sir.
My man Big H.
In the building, Big
Queens, H. Here to bring you the Queens legends.
Yes, sir.
And most exclusive interviews. Not the interviews that everybody could get. Right. I'm bringing you the most exclusive, infamous dudes. Starting off this show, you get no other than my man Charlie Chan.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Albino Twins. You know what I'm saying? Satchel Paige, Queens, New York. We in the house. Tune in for the next episode. We out.
Wow. Stand up, Queen. Stand up.